So sorry about this breaking up of this video, y'all. Like the storage on my phone, I'm trying to go through it and delete some things. Like if the video doesn't upload right, so you have to save it, then you gotta delete it, like going back and forth. But this is part 5 of soul ties. So how to break a soul tie. It is very important to break a soul tie with anyone that is having a negative impact on you and your family. It's very important, you guys, because it brings darkness, okay? During releasing, because we're not going to say break, we're going to say release. During releasing this unhealthy, ungodly soul tie, I wrote some things down that you need to block this person, okay, from each and every social site that you may have. Email, phone, social media. You need to distance yourself from this person. Get rid of all possessions, clothes, pictures, emails, texts, because physical items carry bad energy. And you're going to, every time that you look at that item, you're going to be thinking about that person. So, and it's going to bring up memories. And every time you pick this, it might be a nice picture where you had a nice outing or a nice memory. But in order to release this person, or release this person, in my case, you have to delete, destroy, eliminate those possessions, because it's not going to bring anything but that energy. It's going to keep that energy around you, and you do not want that, right? Gather up all photos, moments, items to remind you of this person, and just throw that shit away, okay? All right, let's move on. Also, write about the experience. Journaling is very important, even about your dreams throughout the day, how your day went before you going to sleep. I don't always do it. Um, I do write. I write a lot, but sometimes I forget, or I feel like I got something else to do that's more important, and that's not right at all. It's good to keep a journal of moments, things that has happened, dreams that you may have had. Um, so while writing is important, you're getting out the emotions that you have felt about this particular relationship and this person, right? So I need you to also not just write it. Once you've written it, I need you to read it out loud, okay, to yourself. Read it out loud to yourself as many times as you need to, okay? Hold no grudges in your heart. As much as I want to, because I can only say it, because that's not how I feel. As much as I want to hate this person, as much as I would like to stab that person in the neck, okay? Just like, what? Like, you've wasted my time, okay? I could have been doing are giving this love that I genuinely had for you to simply someone else. As many people that I've left for this particular person, thinking in my heart, I held that love in my heart. I could have just fucking stopped, but nope. That relationship led me right here, exactly where I'm supposed to be today. Okay, so I cannot hate the relationship. There was a good moment, there was bad moments, up and down moments, but overall it was a learning experience, something that I never ever want to go back to or experience again. So that's why I chose to heal. And you don't need a lot of people around you to heal. You are here with the purpose as yourself, so you are in charge of your own healing. Okay, understand that. So, with journaling or with writing the letter and then reading it out loud, the next step would help, and the reasons why you're going to read it out loud to yourself and why I chose to is because I wasn't heard, I wasn't valued or respected. I was very disrespected in this relationship by not just my ex. She allowed friends to disrespect me. She allowed her parents to disrespect me, her cousins, her sister, her brother. She allowed a lot of people to disrespect me. It's because my partner, couldn't stand up for herself, couldn't take that, didn't take the actions that was needed to keep our relationship together. And an uncommitted person is not able to do that. You see how you put off your who you are onto the next person, and you can't do that in a relationship. It's not going to work. Who you are is who you are. Who that person is who that person is. So as many things as I wanted her to see, it never saw it, until late. Too late. It's too late now to see it. I could care less if you see it, if you know it. But at that moment in time, I used to cry about it. I went to her many times, like, why don't you see that this person is hurting, diminishing our relationship? These friends are not telling you what you really need to hear about who I am. They don't know me, you know me. And as much as I prayed, as much as I wanted, as much as I cried, none of that mattered. None of that mattered because that person's going to be who that person's going to be, regardless of who you are. If a person is not ready, a person is not ready, and you cannot fucking make them be ready, okay? That's something that I really learned. I learned a lot about codependency. That's why I am happy and I am ready to teach you guys about codependency, and I'm still learning, okay? Every day is healing and every day is a learning factor. Okay, so nobody on this earth is but God Almighty, because we are gods, but the Almighty knows everything, and is superior. You are not superior and you do not know everything. You can only, like I said, I can only teach you guys what I know and what I've been through. So I wasn't I wasn't heard in this relationship, valued or respected, and I can really, really see that now. Um, and again, that's okay because I'm glad that I went through that in order to get the person that is on his way to me. Um, so it is very important to validate yourself. Okay, you don't need nobody else's validation. You don't need your partner's validation already all damn time either. It's okay to hear, you beautiful. It's okay to hear that, I love you. Well, you need that, but validation comes with self. Okay? Validation comes with self. And in many relationships, because I was traumatized, because I was going through the trauma and I wasn't healed from it, I needed my person to validate how much. I used to ask all the time, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? And if you heard in my first video about trust issues, I was told as a little girl and throughout life, I shouldn't have to tell you. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't have to tell you so much how much I love you, but that was just the inner child inside needing it, craving it. Like, I love you. Why can't you just say it as much as I'm saying it? But love yourself, okay? Love yourself. So, like I said, when you write this letter and you read it out loud to yourself as many times as you need to, I need you to burn it. Burn it. Release yourself from this soul tie. You have no idea how much I feel whole now. Like I said, at peace, and I don't feel stuck anymore. I know for a fact I'm free. I don't care if that person came around. I need not that person to come around. Do not come around me. But if you did, so I don't belong to you anymore. I never belonged to you, but I'm not stuck to you anymore. You know, nothing you can say, nothing you do, like it's not gonna get to me, it's not gonna bother me, it's not gonna knock me off of my path of which I chose. Okay, so I need you to burn it. After you write it, read it, burn it. Okay. And the biggest thing within relationships and surely family traumas, and always put yourself, acknowledge your part, right? You have to forgive yourself. You guys have no idea, because I wanted this relationship to work so bad that I left people. I left different towns to even just come back and just I pray, like, please let this relationship work, because I really love this person, you know? Had no reason to cheat. I gave my all to this person. Like I said, I was going down trying to fix my relationship with this person. You cannot do that. Never fucking dim yourself for somebody else. Don't do that. Don't lose your house. Don't lose your sanity. Don't lose your mind. Don't lose your soul for somebody else. Never do that, you guys. That is the worst thing in this world that you could do, is lose yourself for somebody else. Ain't gonna happen no more. Okay? And those feelings that I had just seemed like I woke up after I really I released that person. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all have no idea how I felt. Like all chains were just loose, and like I just felt so unstuck, because I felt so stuck for so long. And like the taste that I had for that particular relationship, because I've only really experienced two relationships like that. Um, like I said, this curse is within my family, so I never thought I was just particularly lesbian, but I knew that there was something in me that wanted to experience that. I love men, and I'm gonna continue to say that. I'm not gay. No, no more. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I know that's something that is just not tasteful for me anymore. So like I said, that person can come around. I'm not even attracted to that person no more, because God released the taste, the want, the need for not just that person, for the act alone. And I just don't want it no more. I just don't want to go through that anymore. And when I was a little girl, I attended this church with my aunt and my grandma, and it was a minister lady, and I still have the vivid picture in my mind of her. And I was sitting there because I knew it was something in me that could relate to what she was actually preaching that day. And y'all, I still remember I actually said it to my partner, like, it was a pastor speaking on homosexuality and how she overcame it. And I'm like, is that true? Like, people can really do that? Like, you can be like this and then you can actually change your taste or who you once was? Like, is that true? And yes, it's really true. That bisexual label is not me. And I carried it for a while because I didn't understand really how I felt. I just know that this was my counterpart, and it was a true counterpart. It wasn't a karmic at the time. This was the person I was supposed to be with, but my person did not follow through. So I understand now what I was going through. I understand clearly what I was going through and what I needed to heal within myself. So I'm glad that I did that, and I don't feel like that anymore. I don't have that taste in my mouth. Like, I don't even look at stuff like that because it don't turn me on. It don't. I think not. Disclaimer: I have nothing against the LGBTQ community. Fucking nothing, because I've been there. Okay, and your road may not be my road. My road might not be yours. But what only I can say is what I've been through and what God has allowed me to see and do. And He has taken that away from me. I want no goddamn woman. All right, I don't want it. You can have it. I ain't jealous of it. She can go on and marry and be married. I don't want that shit no more. Why? Because it's not for me. But forgive yourself. And I had to forgive myself. So that's why I'm speaking on it, because I forgive myself. I also forgive that person. And it's like a memory. That's it. It's like a memory. I can soon tell my husband, I'm not going to be afraid to tell my husband who I am today, what I went through. We all make mistakes in relationships. Some things are meant, okay? So this person has, I didn't think this person was as jealous as, she was, or as controlling as she was, or the things that she would do in front of my face and the way that she would talk behind my back. It just was, it's insane, the things that I know, you guys. So I need you to burn that paper. Okay? I need you to write it down, read it out loud. I need you to burn that paper, and I need you to forgive yourself. No matter what it is, no matter how dirty you think a situation that you've been through, this soul tie that you are in, I don't give a damn if it was a one night stand. I don't give a fuck. Forgive yourself and let that go. Okay? Let it go. God's people, you have to forgive and you have to forget. Okay? Well, oh, no. You have to forgive but never forget. That's what I meant to say. Don't ever forget what you've been through. Forgive yourself and forgive others, but don't you fucking forget now. Don't you forget what you've been through. All right? Don't forget it. Okay? Moving along. So forgiving other people for doing you wrong. You have to forgive other people for doing you wrong. Also have to forgive yourself for, again, the part that you played. So the part I played is I was very low vibrational with this person, in the beginning. Where the things started changing was, like I said, when you go outside of your relationship and you started getting communication from people that has not experienced anything that you're experiencing, or they are clearly jealous of the relationship that you have with your partner, and they are not receiving that in their own marriages or relationships, do you really think that you're going to get the utmost positive and correct answers that you're seeking? That's something I did not understand. See, me and my friends can tell you, I'm very private. I don't need you to just tell me nothing about my partner, because I'm going to seek it out myself. Okay? So I didn't have to go on the outside and talk to people about my partner. I didn't have to seek validation for my partner. I might vent it a little to people, but you ain't need to tell me nothing bad, because of what I was saying is how exactly that I felt. So I loved her very genuinely, because this is the first relationship that I've had out in the open. I didn't want it to be messed up. I wanted to be exactly whom I was. And it just seemed like no matter what I did, no matter what I said, it did not matter. It did not matter. Okay? So forgive that person for doing you wrong. Also forgive yourself to the part that, like I said, forgive yourself. Um, Forgive yourself for the part that you played in the relationship, in the soul tie. Okay? Make a clear decision on releasing this soul tie. I'm not saying block them, then unblock them, block them, and unblock them. You know how many times I did that? Because I wasn't over it. I was still stuck. I had that little thought, maybe it'll work. Maybe I just need to give her another chance, give her another chance, give her another chance. Every time I gave her another chance, do you know that it got worse and worse? To the point it became, the last time, it was physically and emotionally draining and abusive. I went through abuse with this relationship. Now we've had it out a couple times, okay? So that's a toxic relationship. And I don't give a damn who tell you that that's love. That's not. You do not put your hands on each other. You do not destroy anyone's home Surely, if you're not on the lease, that's something that I went through. If you're not on the lease, you don't destroy people's things, okay? Just because you're mad. You need to get a grip, okay, of yourself. And I just don't believe in it. So that was the last straw for me. She destroyed and scared the hell out of my children. Now, my oldest never really had a taste for her, but my youngest was very in love with her as well as I. So I don't, regardless of what's said, I know me. I never just put things in my children's head. My children are smart as hell, just like me. So it was like me having to go back and fix what I said that they actually seen anyway. So it was like, Mommy, we seen or we heard you say she put her hand around your neck, or we heard what was saying what she said, or when you guys were fussing, we understood it. My oldest is 13 years old. Do you really think that she don't understand what's going on? That's insane. So um mm, 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 mm. Make a conscious decision, a real decision to release the soul tie, okay? Once and for all. You have to release it. Do not unblock the number. Do not unblock the social medias. Do not unblock the emails. Throw everything away. Let it go. Forgive yourself, okay? This is where you visualize yourself cutting the cords between you two. Verbally break any vows you've made with them and with them, which is very important. Meaning, you're gonna be with me forever, or like I think I wrote down. You can say this: I release them from my life, and I cut the ties that bind us forever. Release it, you guys, because it's not healthy. Surely, if you feel like me, if you're going through anything that I've went through, that I'm speaking to you, I need you to say these words: I release from my life, and I cut the tie that binds us forever. Because I do not, God knows, I pray, I do not want that ever again. I have been through it. I went through it. It's over. It can never happen again. Okay. So, also, what's most important is reach out to that close friend or those family members or a therapist. I speak highly about therapists because that's who I would like to be in the near future. I'm a healer, but therapy is something that I truly, truly, truly believe in. All right. So get that support. And if you need to talk to me, girl, I'm available. Okay. We can talk about it. You know, Miss Phoenix 22. Okay. Understand that this is not easy. It's not going to happen overnight. It's very tough. I've been in my home crying like a dog. Okay. But that's just a release. And once you cry it out, you feel better. You go on with your day because you know in your heart that you did everything that you could do. You did everything that you could do for that person in the relationship. It's no going back. Okay. So it's very tough. With the breakup, you're on your own. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn to cope and bring yourself back to whom you are again. And you got to move on, and you got to learn and get over it. You got to learn to be who you are all over again. So my words to you is to never allow that to happen, okay? Because that's something that's really hard to get over and through. And I never thought that I'll be sitting right here actually saying this. A few months ago, I thought I was going to be married, but my ex came to me and she stated something to me that I have been feeling the entire relationship, and it's something that I'm very well against. I'm against rape. I'm against molestation. I'm against incest. I'm against all of that shit. So in the beginning, I asked these questions, and the person that actually was the performer, we're gonna say that, the pervert, um, I never really got along with. Never really got along with. I felt no connection with this person, and I saw how much this person had on my ex, and I felt it. I just felt it, and I would always question it, and it made me feel really weird. It made me feel sad. It made me hurt, and it was just like at the end when the truth came out, it was taken out on me, and I didn't understand. I've been here with you this entire time, trying to help you heal from what I know in my heart. And what I know for sure that this has went on. Okay, I don't know when, I don't know why. Those are not the questions that I really needed to know. I mean, let me put it in other words. I wanted to know. I simply wanted to know the truth. And I didn't get the truth until the actual ring was on my hand. And I felt used, and I felt nasty. I felt abused. I felt misled. I felt just icky. And I could not seem to put myself back together, because I was lied to. It's so many things that was kept from me in this relationship, and that was done out of jealousy, just being mean, and just hiding who you are really, that I just could not go on. I just couldn't. That just cut the cake, because it's something that I knew. So I needed to let that go. I know it's something that I needed to let go, and I let it go. And I sat in my home, you guys, by myself, and I just cried, because of how much damage she did to me, but not just me, did to my children. And it hurt really bad. It hurt really bad. And you should see my children now. Oh my God. They are so at peace. We kiss each other. Well, we kissed each other every day anyway. And we say we love you, because that's something big in my house. Because that's not what I received, at when I was younger. So we make sure we say we love you before bed. We make sure before anyone leaves the house, we say we love you and see you soon. Not bye. Okay, it ain't no bye. We'll see you. I'll see you soon. We talk about things. I have open discussions. It doesn't matter how it goes. My children are very, very open. I allow them to speak. As a child, you need to be able to speak. Also, know yourself. My wishes and my commands aren't always best for them. You have to listen to what a child wants and what they need, right? So that's something, like I said, is big in my house. And in many other families, as well as my ex, didn't feel that they should be able to express themselves the way that they express themselves. And I say, no, they're human. They're little spiritual people. They get to express themselves how they feel. How they feel is important. And I'm sorry that your mother and father didn't allow you to speak. Okay, mine didn't either, but I grew and I healed myself from that. So whatever I need to say, I'm gonna say it. Okay. And whatever my children need to say, and it's not on a disrespect level. They've never disrespect me. My children still say yes ma'am, no ma'am. If you meet my kids, you would see I've met so many people and allowed them to spend time with other people. And they say, you have the best children that I have ever seen in this world. Like, they are very respectful. They are smart girls, and I hate that I allowed them to go through what they have with this person. Even because I played a part in it. But you put your goddamn finger on it, it'll never happen again. Okay? So moving on, the prayer, right? So I wrote down a prayer that you could say if you're going through or if you've been through a soul tie. It's Almighty Father, I am guilty of sexual sins and having formed ungodly soul ties. I confess my sins to you and ask you to forgive me and to cleanse me. Loosen me from these ungodly soul ties as I reclaim my life, right? I renounce each each one in the power of your name. Father God, Almighty Father, for now on I yield my life. I take back my life and my body totally and I give it to you. Make me what you have created me to be in your name, Father God. I pray and which is received by faith. Ashe, ashe, ashe. As above, so below. As within, so without. And release those soul ties forever. Okay? So this ends my little definition or my videos of soul ties and what I experience. And if I could help anyone, I will be glad to help you. I do have a codependency class that starts on the 11th. You are welcome to email me now, and I got a list, and we're gonna start. There is a donation of $888 that goes towards my business. Uh, I'm just so happy to be able to express things to you guys. You have no idea because I'm a really closed off person, but that's because of my privacy. I believe in it. And I also believe that you don't need to be around a whole lot of people. I've never been that person. Even as a little girl, I just never been that person with a whole bunch of people, a whole lot of friends. That's not who I am. One or two is fine with me. Okay. So when some shit get out or, what you've said or how your life is going, you will know exactly where it comes from. You know exactly where it comes from. Okay. So I'm very smart in those particular subjects or situations. I don't do that. I can be a little detached, but not so because not now. I love people. I've always loved people. It's just I don't tolerate shit. I don't tolerate a lot of things. So in order for me to stay at peace and stay in my humble state and continue through life, I like a balance. I like a balance. I'm not always, yes, I am, but things don't always go as planned, or you don't always have the up days. You have as many up days as you have down days. This is that's called balance. And I don't like to be out of balance, imbalanced. I don't like to be like that. So I watch who, comes around me or I spend my time with or I give my energy to or things that I give my energy to because it's very important. And it's a lot of people that could care less about you. They are just monitoring spirits, what we call them. They just want to be in your life to see what you got going on. And I disapprove of that. You will not know. You will not know a damn thing, okay? Uh, so like I said, if you guys are interested in the codependency class, it will be available to you November 11th. I do have a Zoom that's available. If you have Duo or FaceTime, we can also do it that way. It is one-on-one. It's a 3-day class. It could go on longer for you. It just depends on your situation and who you are and what we go through, what we talk about. But it is a 3-day class. 14 steps. Sorry about that, y'all. A 14-step process. And we're just going to talk about it. We're going to get through this. And I'm not a Black woman that is against sisters. I love you guys. It just depends on how your heart is. I can tell a woman, I can walk up to one and not have no feelings at all like that. Ugh. But you're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent. I don't think that I'm better than anyone. I never have. That's not me. I'm not judgmental. I've just been a person to give my opinion because I care, and that's who I am. I'm a leader, I'm a humanitarian. So I speak, and it's not to dim anyone's light. I've always just tried to help, the friends that I had or the people that was around me. I only tried to help. And if I can't help you, I just can't help you. And people, you don't always have to have a license to help someone, even though I will be getting that soon. But no, like appreciate those that are in your corner, appreciate those that are given to you in that season or that moment, because you could fucking miss something. Because that person doesn't have the money or the popularity that you feel, and that's judging a person. So like I said, um I choose not to wear makeup. That's me. I think I'm beautiful as shit. That's the way that I am. I have locks in my head, but I can take them out and wear straight hair. I can do whatever I want to do, but I like me for who I am. And nobody is going to change that. And you do the same. So until next time, this is Miss Phoenix. I love the shit out of you guys. So share this video. Send it to a friend, send it to a family member. Sign up for that codependency class so we can talk one-on-one. Everybody has been codependent before, okay? Um, I'm an independent person. Yes, I love being independent, but you also want a partner, okay? You want a partner that you can lean on, you can be, intimate with, that can love you, that you're equal with, so it's not always important to be this strong person, even though that's who you are. That's who you are. But I've learned that, ooh, it feels so good to just have somebody else, right? So, yeah. Until next time, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.